Good morning. I'm coming to you live from my little favorite place out here underneath my carport. I didn't go live yesterday because my life got super eventful on Saturday. And so yesterday, one thing was it was Becca's birthday, my baby's birthday. Shout out to Becca. The other thing is that on Sunday, goodness, days are so screwy to me. Saturday, Nettie and Brian were headed to a party. You see the big game trailer behind us. And Nettie was taking her own car because she was just going to do laser tag for one party for her dad, and then she was going to come home. And she was involved in an auto vehicle accident. I'm not going to give a lot of details or anything, but I'm just going to say praise be to God that she's okay. However, she has a foot injury that is causing her tremendous pain. So I'm asking those of you who have been my prayer warriors to pray for my baby. So if you please pray for Nettie and her recovery from her accident, I would appreciate it a lot. Now, those of you who are parents know that you can't have your child injured and not feel that yourself. So her daddy definitely felt it. I felt it. Just because she's our child. So yesterday was a little recovery day for both of us. And we are recovered and we are good. And we are so blessed. We are so blessed. So I just want to say that, but please remember her because she is definitely recovering and I still believe she has some kind of an injury going on. So with that being said, moving on to today, I actually have on a real shirt today, which is a wonderful thing for me to be able to wear a real shirt. And now I still do have on my drains and I have resorted back to the bra they gave me from the hospital. But I'm all about comfort at this time because I still have 2 drains going on. So that is that. Let's see what else is happening in this little world of mine. I have been very tearful here lately. I think that just kind of goes with the territory of, having your ovaries ripped from your body unexpectedly. Not that I wasn't expecting it, but my body just wasn't quite expecting it. And then I'm still, some people sent me some great links to some mattress fans and different things. Let me tell you, Brian and I have been checking those out, maybe needing to make a purchase in some kind of way of something like that because I'm trying my best to sleep cool. The other thing is that I talked about in my testimony the other day, I talked about what all I've learned along the way. And I think that the things I've learned along the way is that this journey is more of a transformation than a destination. Oh, there's a tree leaf. It is, for me, it is a transformation and not a destination. It's not just about being cancer-free. It's about the changes that are occurring inside of my life and inside of my body, inside of my spirit, to make me who I'm supposed to be. And not just me. I think that there's others around me who are being affected by this. I think that's why the Lord told me to live out loud. I don't know if that's true, but I for sure want to be obedient because I think the Lord appreciates obedience. So that's why I have tried to be faithful and to post and to share my experiences with everyone. So things that I have learned, I shared with you about hearing Siobhan's testimony. I posted it on my site. It also has a video following it that I talked about scars and those kinds of things. And I think in our society today, unfortunately, this is only Lynette's opinion, so it's not worth a lot. But I think in today's society that we don't really see people a lot of times as heroes or warriors or anything like that unless they kind of have the scars to prove it. We need visual satisfaction, I guess, justification. And I really started thinking about that and I thought, well, kind of felt bad about it in the beginning. But then when I started thinking about it, I thought, well, wait a minute. The disciples kind of needed that too. When he appeared to them in the upper room, they said, he said, see my scars, look right here. Look, it's me. Feel my hand, feel my side. They needed that too. And Lord knows I'm no better than them. So for me, I think that even though I got the miraculous healing last year, it left this little shred of doubt in my mind of, could that have really been there? Was it really cancer, or could it have been something else? Was I really healed, or was it really there? I think that I just wasn't quite sure about what it was. And it left this little shred of doubt in my mind. There's my daughter. So I think that in itself left it room for doubt. I think when you have scars, it's easier for us to accept that you have been healed, that there was a transformation that occurred. We buy into that easier. It's like you can see the outward physical transformation versus when it's just on the inside, and it is so easily done with just a touch from the Lord. So it's like we have to see those scars and those wounds in order to know that the healing has occurred. I don't mean just anybody, but for me too, going up to the hospital that night, I told Brian, I said, I can't get my mind around the fact that I actually have cancer. I've seen it on the scans. I can feel it now. I couldn't in the beginning, but I just couldn't get my mind around the fact that I had cancer. I mean, I could look in the mirror. I looked at myself and I thought, I don't look too bad. I mean, I'm not a model or anything, but I looked like I felt pretty good and like I was pretty healthy. I mean, I was fatigued, but nothing that I couldn't make up some kind of excuse for it to be something else. So, I'm kind of like, even all the way up until going into surgery, it was hard for me to get my mind around the fact that I had cancer, and then when I come out and I see myself and I look in the mirror and I look down, heck, forget the mirror. I look straight down and I see my body and I see all these scars and I'm like, I had cancer, wow, that is pretty heavy. It's a lot to absorb, and I've always said that there's nothing like hearing your name, in that sentence with cancer. I remember my oncologist looking straight at me and saying, Lynette, you're a cancer patient now. That is heavy, man. For me, that was heavy. Just hearing, Lynette, you're a cancer patient now. I just can't even identify myself in those things. It is the transformation. It's the acceptance. It's the change in who you are and how you see yourself. And that is so relevant on so many different levels of how we see ourselves. And, I thought, why did the Lord choose to heal me like this? Why didn't he just do the miraculous thing again? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't understand. My family's over there visiting without me, so you probably hear them in the background. And I thought, he didn't fail. The Lord doesn't fail to do what he sets out to do. When he decides he's going to do something, he does it. He doesn't have to do it. He does it. He does it the way he wants to do it. And so I was visiting with Miriam, and she says, think about in the Bible whenever the Lord healed the blind man. He touched him once, and the man says, I see, but I see people as trees. I see people as trees. I kind of thought about that as me. After the first time I was touched and I was healed, I saw clearer than I saw before, but I didn't see crystal clear what the Lord wanted me to see. And I don't know that I'm going to see crystal clear now, but I see things better maybe. I see things different now that I've been through this journey a little bit more than I did before. And then he touched him the second time and he saw clear. And this is after the Lord had already performed several miracles. They had filled their nets, and they had they had fed the many, and they'd done several different things. And so he didn't make a mistake. He could have healed him the first time. And it was done for the Pharisees, and it was done also for the disciples. He wanted them to know about talking about the seeing of the trees. I'm going to go into that a little bit more. I'm going to be real honest. I got distracted. Like my daughter's over there, the one who had the accident. I got distracted by her. She can't hobble but on one little foot over there. And so I got a little distracted. But I just know that the Lord, he doesn't make a mistake. And the purpose for this journey for me, I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it this time. I want to see clearly what he wants me to see. I want to learn the lessons that he wants me to learn. I want to share whatever he wants me to share. That's why I share so much. It's because I don't know what I'm supposed to share. So I share almost everything because I don't know what it is that I'm supposed to share. So I want to be sure that I'm sharing whatever I'm supposed to share. Because if there's something I can share that can help one of you, I want to share it. I don't think I have to share that anything I have to share is going to help a lot of people. But, it's not for me to decide. It's up for the Lord to decide. So I just put it all out there, good or bad, ugly, pretty, or not. The other thing that I've learned along the way is I'm pretty strong-willed. Most people know me. And I like to be in control of my situation. And I've definitely learned I am not in control. I can't run myself, let alone run somebody else. I can't run my husband. That man is pretty dadgum strong-willed. I can't run my children. And here for the last 2 weeks, I definitely couldn't run myself. When I came out of surgery, I couldn't even wipe my own behind. Truth. It took, a couple of days before I could even do that. Oh, Becca is calling me. If I answer her, that means she's going to be on this live video. Let me answer her and tell her I'm on live. Honey, I'm on Facebook Live right now. Okay, well, let me call you back. All right, love you later. She didn't want to talk to me while I was on Facebook Live. She says call her back. So, back to what I was saying is I like to be in charge. So, I can't be in charge. I can't run anything. I couldn't even wipe my own behind after surgery. I couldn't do anything. And anybody who knows me knows that I'm a caregiver for other people. And I love my patients. And I like to care for them. And I like them to feel like they're never a burden. No matter how long it takes me to take care of them, no matter whatever I have to do for them, I like to give them my undivided attention. But when the tables are turned, it's really hard. And it made me feel very vulnerable. And at the hospital, the first day, I broke out crying. And I felt my family was laughing at me. They weren't laughing at me. They were in the other room talking, laughing, and laughter is such a big thing for me. So I just don't know what I was feeling in those moments. But I felt vulnerable vulnerable, I guess is the word. But that's why I'm going to leave y'all today, because my family needs me. And so I'm going to have to get off of here, and I'm going to have to go be a mama now. So I'll get back on tomorrow. Love to you all. Keep Christ first. Love your family. Talk to you later. Bye.